Hello everyone, Dr. Naveen here from UPSC MEDICO. Hope the prelims exam went well and the medical students they were able to perform well, because this time around I could see the difficulty level of the paper is between easy to medium. Okay, both the general studies paper 1 and also the CSAT part. So it is expected that the cutoff will be very high, and I request the medical fraternity not to focus too much on the cutoffs and also the key papers, because the problem is we do not have 105 days around. Okay, usually 105 to 110 days were there previously, so we used to take at least 14 days of time. We used to wait for the prelims results, then we will be kicking off our preparation. But this time around the time period has been cut off, is made in between 90 days, and this is going to continue in the future. So start early preparing for medical science as an optional. And this time around I used to get a lot of calls with regards to the optional strategy for year 2024, that is the upcoming mains. So this video is exclusively for those students who are attempting or who are about to attempt, based on your prelims results, the 2024 main exam, which is going to happen in 20th September 2024. So the mains exam is on 20th September and the optional will be 1 week later, that is the date is 29th September 2024, and there is an approximately 90 days time period between the prelims and mains. And this is going to continue. As I said, I am here you can see the 2025 UPSC calendar. So even in 2025 exam also, the prelims will happen in May. This time around, because of the elections, it got postponed. But 25th May, Sunday, is the prelims date, and the mains will be August 22nd. That means not even 3 months of time, that is less than 90 days of time. So as we all know, the parliamentary committee has recommended UPSC to make sure that the cycle of the exam is shortened. The problem with UPSC exam is UPSC is not a 12-month cycle. Okay, if you are giving your prelims this time in May 24, the results will come 1 week before the next prelims, that is May 25. Okay, and even though this cycle is for 1 year, the preparation will begin somewhere around May 23. So this means it runs in a cycle of 18 to 24 months, and even after that you should be continuing your preparation, and you should even be ready for the prelims May 2025 also, because the result is so delayed. So to cut short the cycle, they're making sure that they're not going to give enough time period between the prelims and mains, and this will definitely affect your optional preparation. That's why you have to be very cautious this time around. Do not wait for prelims results, start early. Okay, if you're confident, if you have given your exam well, don't worry about the keys or cutoffs, just go ahead with the mains preparation, because anyway you have decided to become an administrator, and this time period, this 90 days, is the serious time wherein you learn a lot. Okay, you know how human brain works, right? When you're given a tough timeline, okay, you outperform yourselves. These 90 days are very crucial irrespective of your prelims results. Try to finish off optional, master optional, and also master the mains answer writing this time around with the help of a test series. Okay, and when you're doing this, because you have 90 days, follow the 7:3 ratio. Okay, 7:3 ratio in the sense, at least 1/3 of the time or 1/4 of the time, whatever it is, you have to spend approximately 25 to 30 days for optional. Okay, 30 days is ideal because optional is becoming crucial. You should be targeting at least 280 plus to be in the top list. Okay, 280 plus should be your target. If you achieve 300, it is well and good, but as we see around any optional, not only medical science, most of the optionals, hardly people are able to score 300 plus. And when you analyze previous year toppers in 2023 from rank 1 to rank 1000, most of the average optional mark is in between 260 to 280. Okay, hardly 10 to 20 students have crossed 300 in various optionals. Okay, so that's the reason, target for 280 plus, dedicate 25 to 30 days for optional time period. And this says law of average. Don't try to master optional and ignore general studies, or don't focus only on paper 1, paper 2 of general, or ignore medical science optional. You have to balance everything. So that is the law of average that works with UPSC. Now next is, as I said, practice is more important for these 90 days, and this is an answer writing exam. Okay, UPSC mains is an answer writing exam, and it is very important for you to practice first, then revise, then learn. So if you are following reverse order, okay, if you are following reverse order, then you will land in trouble. Okay, because 30 days is not enough time to learn everything. So whatever prior knowledge you have, just focus on that, revise that, then start practicing it. Learn in a retrospective fashion. Okay, retrospective fashion. Start with a subject wise test, just give it an attempt. Don't kind of delay answer writing just because you are not yet ready. Okay, it's just a psychological perception. Unless we are ready, we will never write a test. Okay, don't think in that lines. Start in a retrospective fashion. Whatever knowledge you have, whatever wisdom you have, start giving a test. Okay, with minimal knowledge which you possess, you should be able to present your answers in a best fashion way, and that is the secret of success for UPSC. No one is ready. You will be never ready for UPSC even if you are given 5 years of time. Okay, it's not about completion. Never thrive for sense of completion. Start writing answers. So to make it easy for you, because we don't have enough time, now we have all new test series with new pattern questions this time for 24-25. What I did is, previously with UPSC MEDICO, we used to have 8 subject wise tests for 250 marks, which used to take 3 hours of time, and this subject wise tests are extensive. For example, if I want to give a 250 mark biochemistry paper, I have to give the whole syllabus, to revise whole syllabus, to read whole syllabus, to attempt the test. It becomes cumbersome for people, and it is a time taking. This time around, what we did is, because the time is so short, the subject wise test, instead of 250 marks, okay, old test series subject wise test, we used to have 8 subject wise tests, okay, in the old one. And now in the new one, okay, in the new one, instead of 8 tests, we have started with 12 tests, but instead of 3 hours of time, we made it to 1 hour. Instead of weightage, instead of 250 marks weightage, we made it to 100, okay, 100 marks. So we made it simple so that you can just read anatomy and give a test, read biochemistry, give a test. So we have added in the combo course the separate subject wise test, and also in the test series we have modified it according to the, so that you will be able to finish the test. The problem with medical science aspirants is they never complete the test series. Hardly with UPSC MEDICO, 10 to 15% of the students, they are able to finish all the tests, and these are the students who are in the top list. Okay, mark my word, the dictum with UPSC MEDICO is that if you are able to finish all the tests, you will be in the list. So please be committed, try to finish all the tests, and to make it easy for you, we have included all latest pattern high yield questions in the subject wise test. Along with that, we also made it easy so that we are not taking enough time from you. That is the first major change I brought in, so that the time period is short between prelims and mains this time around. It's only 90 days, not 110 days or 120 days. So it's 1 hour, 100 marks. That's it. Subject wise test, 12 subject wise. And this time around, what we are introducing is, the next thing is, along with the subject wise test, I am introducing 4 sectional tests. So what is this sectional test? The sectional tests are, for example, if you go through the final exam paper of medical science optional, you have paper 1 section A, which includes anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. Now in the paper 1 section A, the question number 1 is mandatory, and out of 2, 3, 4, you should be able to choose 1 or 2 out of 3. So this choosing between the questions is becoming difficult for medical science students. On spot, on the given day of the exam, on gunshot point, you should be deciding whether to go for question 2, 3 or 4. So that's the reason this sectional test which I have introduced, these are also not lengthy tests, only 1 hour test, but here it's a mix of all 3 subjects. If you are writing sectional test 1, that means you are attempting anatomy, physiology and biochemistry. So this gives you a practice of picking up right question. Okay, picking up right question, you will be practicing that. So these are the 4 sectional tests. Along with that, we also have full length tests which are of 6 hours duration. Okay, you have paper 1, paper 2 in the final exam pattern. So we are introducing 2 full length tests to make it practice, and these full length tests are up to date. That means it contains latest pattern questions, latest national health program updates, latest management guidelines updates, latest IMNCA things. So whatever is latest, we try to include in the grand test, and this grand test you have to write it at the end so that you will be practicing to focus 6 hours on trot for the exam. Okay, so this is how we have modified the new pattern test series. Okay, and we have introduced, as I said, sectional tests for different practice, and also we made subject wise tests little easy so that you will be able to finish and practice all the subjects. And also finally you have 2 full length final exam pattern tests. Now the test series, whenever we introduce test series, the problem with students is if you enroll in June, from June to June you have 1 year of cycle. I said the validity is for 1 year or one shot, whichever is earlier. Within 3 months, if you finish off all the 12 plus 4 plus 2 tests, your test series is over. Next time you have to enroll a new test series. Or within 1 year, depending upon your flexibility of the time, if you're not attempting 2024, if you're attempting 2025 but joining now, you can delay. You don't have to follow this schedule. This schedule is only for students who are actually writing exam in 2024. If you haven't attempted any test before, this is the right time, because I have given separate dates for anatomy, physiology, biochemistry. Then you will be writing a test series. Similarly, you have pathology, pharmacology, microbiology, forensic medicine. Then you will be writing a sectional test too. Then the paper to section A test, paper to section B test, and finally full length test. The timings have been given, and after that you have around 15 days time for your mains. Okay, and you have to come back from 20 to 29th. You have to revise all these things. So this is the latest test series schedule for UPSC CSE 2024. It has been posted in all the social groups, and the same thing has been also enclosed in test series column of the course, that is in the website. Now next, we all know some students, if they are starting new, if they haven't done their homework, or if they haven't done any pre-prelims preparation, it becomes difficult for them to start preparation from zero, right? So this time you cannot start from zero. Sometimes it becomes difficult to learn everything. So for them, I want to tell you one golden word, that is 70 to 80% of the questions are repeats in the exam. If you go through the previous year paper analysis, which is uploaded in UPSC MEDICO YouTube channel, you will find that almost 80% of the paper is a repeat, that too mainly from last 5 years of papers. So that goes without saying. If given a choice, if you want to revise, the best way to revise is previous year questions. It applies to any pattern, any subset of UPSC exam, that is prelims, mains, CSAT, whatever is the exam. If you go through previous year papers, you will get through it, you will sail through it. So that's the reason we are introducing previous year paper discussion, the last 5 years, that is 2019 to 2023. After the 2024 paper is out, for the next batch, that is 2025, I'll be uploading the video discussion of 24 also. Okay, so this will grow, and this is part of combo course or video course plan A, plan B, plan C. You choose whatever video course. If you don't have enough time to go through all the videos, at least focus on previous year paper discussion. This is the best way to revise. At the same time, you also need to focus on high yield topics. It goes without saying, common things first, uncommon things next. So there is an article, I'll be sharing the link of the article in the YouTube description. 110 high yield topics for UPSC Medical Science optional. It has been revised based on the 2023 paper analysis. Every year the same article, I am revising the topics based on the most frequently asked topics. For example, if you take anatomy, any joint like hip joint or shoulder joint or knee joint, whatever is, one joint will come in the exam. Similarly, if you take anatomy, again the placenta question is somewhere around, it is always asked. So one cranial nerve is always asked. Similarly, one vitamin is always asked. So there are some dictum topics wherein the questions are repeated every time. So if you focus on those topics, I think it is easy to revise. If you can't revise everything, at least revise these 110 high yield topics, and all these high yield topics are discussed and they are included in the notes of UPSC MEDICO. You can be a part of plan A, plan B, plan C or combo course. You will find content and you will find video discussion of all these topics. You can quickly go through the video discussion by 2x or 3x speed. That gives a faster revision. Now next thing is, as we all know, this is an exam of answer writing. There is no point of learning. Practice is more important, and also 20 to 30 marks can be improved by just working on presentation. So in the combo course and also the test series, I have uploaded a very important video, that is what are the tips for medical science optional answer writing. It is a it's almost 2-hour video. This is my experience of 6 years. I have evaluated thousands of question papers and the practice papers of almost 50 plus toppers. Based on that, what I feel is, see, we don't know how an examiner looks at your paper, right? There is no prototype, are the samples are not given by the UPSC board. We don't know what examiner is looking at. But when you analyze topper copies, I think that is how you can think that the topper has attempted question paper like this. If you can replicate that, it is easy for you to get good marks. I think the same principle applies even for UPSC general study mains papers also, right? So that way I have kind of analyzed all the topper copies and also the all India ranker copies. Based on that, with all my years of experience, I have uploaded a 2-hour video, that is tips for medical science optional answer writing. Just if you follow that, you can improve 20 to 30 marks. Similarly, optional scoring is becoming pretty difficult these days, and not only medical science, any optional, people are struggling to score good, and you need some of the tips to score high in medical science optional. So I have kind of recorded a video in YouTube. This is available in YouTube, but the tips is a part of the course. Okay, you have to enroll either test series or combo course for that, but this is available in YouTube, the tips to score high in medical science optional. It's a golden guide. It's a 30 minutes video. Just go through it. I'll attach the link in the description. That is tips to score high in medical science optional, the golden guide. Now with these things, along with that, learn from toppers or analyze all India ranker copies. Most latest, I have uploaded all the all India ranker answer copies starting from year 2023. That is Dr. Tejas, Dr. Nitila, Dr. Sachin Goyal, and Dr. Pragati Rani, who is the topper of medical science optional, Dr. Gulam, Dr. Ankit Jadhav, Dr. Iza. So everyone, like all the papers, Dr. Shivang, you can see almost 9 toppers papers have been uploaded. Similarly, year 2022 also, Dr. Anjali, Dr. Akansha, look at the papers. I have uploaded all their answer copies. You can just download and go through them. It's a part of combo course or test series. Similarly, the toppers of 2021, the toppers of 2020, you can find all the all India ranker copies of medical science optional. Okay, along with their scores with full evaluation. You can download either from the combo course or the test series. If you go through the all India ranker copies, at least few copies, you will kind of understand the trend of answer writing, how to approach or what not to do. Okay, so this is also very important part for strategy for 2024 to score high in medical science optional. And also very importantly, I could see people preparing. For example, if you have started your preparation 2 years back, 3 years back, 4 years back, lot of changes happened to latest edition of Harrison, latest edition of Bailey and Love, latest edition of Datta, Mudaliar Menon. So lot of things they change, even with national health programs, even with management guidelines. So it is difficult for a UPSC aspirants to keep track of all the changes which are happening with medicine, right? Because you are already bombarded with a lot of things happening in current affairs part of general studies. So to make your job easy, I always give you updated content in WhatsApp groups, in the article section of UPSC MEDICO, and also we constantly edit notes. So currently we have edition 2.0 notes, which is changed a lot, and also we have new test series with latest pattern questions to challenge you on the updates. Okay, it's very important to stay updated. The PSM update part is the area wherein students struggle. So for the last 2 years, what I'm doing is I'm giving you updates, PSM updates 2024, 2025, PSM updates 23, 24. So this latest to 24, 25, what has changed has been given as a part of YouTube video. I'll be sharing the link in the description. Along with that, all the updated content is there in UPSC MEDICO notes, and also all the updated content is discussed in part of videos in the combo course. Right, so you have up-to-date content. You might think up-to-date content gives you only 5 to 10 marks extra edge, but again at the end of the day, this 5 to 10 marks is the deciding factor in highly competitive exam like UPSC, right? So in a similar way, even when I update something, I was unable to reach you people through the social groups, for reason being most of the serious aspirants, they're not on Telegram or they're not on WhatsApp, they're not following us on social groups, so they're not even constantly checking their emails. So email and WhatsApp is the main mode wherein I send all the updated content to my enrolled students. So this year what I did is, instead of that, I have started this new thing called, in the lessons included, I have included notifications part. In the notifications, you will be getting all the details, like whenever, like recently I have uploaded pelvic pain in gynecology. Similarly, on 12th May, I have uploaded physiological changes during pregnancy lesson. Similarly, all India ranker copies have been updated on May. So whenever a new update happens, instead of checking the social groups, which are not most of the times, which you are not part of social groups, you can go through the course curriculum itself and look at the notifications part. You will get the latest update about what has been changed, and you can go to that lesson and you can just understand the change. So staying up to date is also important for these kind of exams. Now whatever I have told, I have just compiled them into the final summary part. That is, you only have 90 days gap. Okay, so don't wait for prelims results, start early. 7:3 ratio, that is at least 25 to 30 days for optional. Like for example, if you are learning 10 hours per day, give 3 hours to optional and 7 hours for general studies. Similarly, practice is more important, so be a part of the test series for sure. Focus on previous year papers, that's why we have a previous year paper discussion now, which is newly added. And I have a tips for medical science answer writing, because presentation itself will give you 20 to 30 marks extra edge. Okay, it's a part of combo course or test series. And you have to analyze all India ranker copies. You have to focus on high yield topics and frequently repeated copies. So go through the article section, that you have 110 topics which are highly important. I'll be adding that link in the video description also of this YouTube video. And do not miss out on latest PSM updates. And very importantly, there are so many tips that you can follow to improve your score. Okay, it is possible to score high in optional, that too in medical science optional, but you need proper guidance for that. And UPSC MEDICO is here to guide you. For aspirants, if you're not ready for 2024, if you're just giving an attempt, and if you're seriously preparing for 2025, I have already uploaded a separate video, that is strategy for 2025 aspirants, when to start, how to proceed, how to write the tests and all. So UPSC Medical Science Optional Workshop 2025, I'll also be sharing that link in the description. Okay, for aspirants who are focusing on 2025. And finally, the courses we offer, just to have an idea, we have a combo course which is ideal comprehensive, which it includes everything. It includes almost 200 plus hours of videos. Okay, you have 2x option to watch videos on a fast track fashion, and these videos are subject wise and topic wise. Okay, and these are syllabus specific and previous year paper centric, and you have a separate previous year paper discussion videos plus model answers. And you also have test series included with this. You also have test series, and you also have all India ranker copies included with it, and you also have topper copies of each test included with it. And this comes with a validity of 2 years. Why 2 years validity? When I say 2 years validity, don't get confused. You don't need to prepare optional for 2 years. You can finish the course in 3 months itself, but you need an extended access to the course to keep track of updates which are happening with medicine. So that is where comes the extended validity. Apart from that, if you have 12 months validity video access plus notes, no test series. So if you're not thinking about writing test series right now, you can either go for plan C, plan B, or plan A, which is 3 months, 6 months, or 12 months access. It's just a video course. If you're only focusing on test series part, we do have a UPSC Medical Science test series also as a separate entity, but all mixed together along with the previous year paper discussion and also notes. You don't have to make a separate notes. Notes are in accordance with the videos, and we have an index for all the notes. You can just go through the notes also if you don't have enough time for the videos. So these are the only 5 courses which we offer: 4 video course, 1 test series. One of the video course also includes test series with an extended access, that is the combo course, which is ideal for this exam. Now finally, if you want to talk to me regarding this, if you need further guidance on this, always I am available on this number 8978444188, and you can even email me at dr.navin@medcampus.io, and we have a website, that is upsc.medcampus.io. Okay, you can reach out to us through these modems. And all the best for the mains. Signing off.